Our planet is a dynamic place. It's always changing, evolving, and spinning. But what if our Earth suddenly stopped spinning for 1 minute? What would happen to us and our planet? What if Earth stopped spinning for 1 hour or even 1 day? How long can Earth spin for without collapsing? These are all questions that scientists have actually tried to answer. So join me as we find out what would happen if Earth stopped spinning for 1 minute. At first glance, it might seem like not much would change. After all, it's only a very short amount of time. However, when you think about the fact that our planet spins at over 900 miles per hour, you realize that something like this would cause some serious problems. For example, we know that if the Earth suddenly stopped spinning, we'd experience massive earthquakes, tsunamis, and hurricanes. And since our planet would be without gravity for that 1 minute, we'd start floating away into space. Okay, I'm exaggerating a bit, but not much. The Earth's rotation is an incredibly powerful force. It causes the flattening at the poles and the bulging at the equator, and it plays a significant role in our climate. So let's explore what would happen to the Earth and its inhabitants if it were to suddenly stop spinning for just 1 minute. The effects would be felt immediately. Everything on the surface of the Earth would continue to move forward at the same speed it was moving before the Earth stopped spinning. People, animals, buildings, and cars would all keep going as if nothing had happened. However, after a few seconds, they would start to feel the effects of the Earth's new gravitational pull. Since the Earth is now a bit wider at the equator than it is at the poles, the gravitational pull would be stronger at the poles than it is right now. At the equator, it would be weaker. So anyone standing at the equator would feel like they were being pulled towards the pole. This would result in people being pulled off their feet and dragged towards the poles. Of course, this would only last for a few seconds until they hit the ground or something else. But what would happen to the water on the Earth? Water is essential for life as we know it. It covers more than 70% of the Earth's surface and plays a vital role in regulating the Earth's climate. When the Earth was spinning, the centrifugal force caused by its rotation made it wider at the equator. This meant that the water also spread out, making it bulge at the equator. However, once the Earth stopped spinning, this bulge would disappear, and all the water would rush towards the poles, causing massive tsunami waves. These waves would be so powerful that they would cause widespread flooding and destruction to coastal areas. But it wouldn't just be the water on the Earth's surface that would be affected. The Earth's atmosphere would also be thrown into chaos. The Earth's rotation causes winds to blow from the poles to the equator. This is because the Earth is slightly wider at the equator, so the air pressure is lower there. The air then moves from areas of high pressure to low pressure, which creates winds that blow from the poles to the equator. Without the Earth's rotation, these winds would cease to exist and the atmosphere would become stagnant. This could lead to extreme weather conditions as the atmosphere becomes stratified and unable to circulate properly. Now, here's where things get really interesting. The Earth's magnetic field is also affected by its rotation. The Earth's magnetic field is generated by the movement of the Earth's core, and this rotation helps to shape the magnetic field. Without the Earth's rotation, the magnetic field would be severely disrupted, leading to extreme geomagnetic storms. These storms could interfere with communications and power systems, causing widespread blackouts and chaos. The Earth's rotation also affects the way heat is distributed around the planet. When the Earth is rotating, the friction between the Earth's surface and the atmosphere causes heat to be generated. This heat is then transferred to the atmosphere and helps to warm the Earth's surface. Without the Earth's rotation, this process would be disrupted, leading to a colder Earth. In fact, the average temperature of the Earth would decrease by about 30 degrees Fahrenheit or 17 degrees Celsius. All of these changes would happen within just 1 minute, so you can imagine the chaos that would ensue. Even though it seems like a relatively short amount of time, the Earth's rotation is such a fundamental part of our planet's system that any disruption to it would have far-reaching consequences. Now let's take it up a notch. Imagine what would happen if the Earth stopped spinning for an entire hour. During this time, the Earth would still be subject to the laws of physics, and the inertia of its inhabitants and objects would keep them in motion. For the first few minutes, everything would appear normal on the Earth's surface as people, animals, and objects continue to move forward at their previous speeds. However, as the Earth continued to rotate, the gravitational pull at the equator would become significantly weaker, causing everything to be pulled towards the poles. This would result in massive earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and landslides as the Earth's crust shifted and adjusted to the new gravitational force. After an hour, the Earth would be a very different place. The atmosphere would be in complete chaos, causing extreme weather events such as hurricanes, tornadoes, and heavy rainfall. The oceans would have completely drained from the equator, and most of the land at the equator would be underwater. The temperature on the Earth would be drastically different, with the equatorial region becoming extremely cold and the poles becoming unbearably hot. Furthermore, the Earth's magnetic field would be completely distorted, leading to massive geomagnetic storms that would disrupt all communications and electronic systems. Life on Earth would be impossible during this time period. Plants would be ripped from the ground, and animals would be blown away into the atmosphere, or pulled into the massive oceans that had formed at the poles. So what if the Earth stopped spinning for an even longer period of time, say an entire day? The consequences would be catastrophic. After one day, the Earth would be completely unrecognizable. The equatorial region would be frozen solid, while the poles would be scorched by the sun. The Earth's atmosphere would no longer exist, and the Earth's magnetic field would collapse. Any surviving humans would be met with an alien-like world with no air to breathe, extreme temperatures, and massive bodies of water at the poles. Life as we know it would cease to exist. In conclusion, even just a 1-minute disruption to the Earth's rotation would have severe consequences. As we saw, the Earth's rotation is an integral part of our planet's system, and any change to it would have far-reaching implications. From earthquakes and tsunamis to extreme weather and magnetic storms, the Earth would be thrown into chaos if it stopped spinning. So let's just hope that it doesn't happen anytime soon. But how does the Earth generate its magnetic field, and how does it work? The Earth's magnetic field is generated by the movement of the Earth's core. The Earth's core is a sphere of mostly iron and nickel that is about 4,000 miles in diameter. It's the innermost part of the Earth, and it's responsible for generating the Earth's magnetic field. The Earth's core is divided into two parts, the inner core and the outer core. The inner core is solid and has a radius of about 1,220 miles. The outer core is liquid and has a thickness of about 1,400 miles. The Earth's core is constantly in motion, and this motion generates electric currents. These electric currents then produce magnetic fields. The magnetic fields of individual atoms align themselves with the magnetic fields produced by the Earth's core. This creates a magnetic domain within the Earth. The magnetic domains of the Earth's core extend beyond the Earth's surface and form the Earth's magnetic field. The Earth's magnetic field protects the Earth from harmful solar radiation. It also helps to maintain the Earth's atmosphere and climate. The Earth's magnetic field is constantly changing and shifting due to changes in the Earth's core and the solar wind. So there you have it. That's what would happen if Earth stopped spinning for 1 minute, 1 hour, or even 1 day. The Earth's rotation is an essential part of our planet's system, and any disruption to it would have serious consequences. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this.